a little quick summary thing here. We're celebrating with Jason Ebbs. You know him, you love him. Guitarist, of course, Jeff Velocity and Swaggermouth. And we're talking Dragon Castle Studios and the Rockstar Reality Retreat right there in Vegas. And Jason,
Mm-hmm.
you played with the legendary Kiss members, Peter Criss and his band Chris, and toured with the late, great Ace Frehley, all those legendary stories. You grew up loving rock and roll. Now you're living it here. You've been the rock star, the rock fantasy camp guy, but now you're able to do this yourself and bring in some great people to the reality weekends you're doing. So you're putting out these records that you actually make with these participants.
Yeah. Well, it's different in that we come here and make a tangible product and we release it. And so whether you're a doctor, or you're a financial advisor, or a judge, and you have an idea of what you want to do, and you get to fulfill that and actually have your song released, and it's really cool. It's a nice collaborative process. So we got a shrimp and boat captain from is it Louisiana? Alabama? Shit, I don't know, but Gibraltar Rising is the name of that project, and the song's called Gibraltar. So that's been released. We've got the head of medicine from the University of Michigan doing a song, a co-write with me, where I'm on bass and drums and he's on guitars, and that one's called Dark Crystal. It's a little play on Fractured Mirror,
Okay.
and an ode to Ace, if you will. And so people come in, and sometimes it's a remake of a cover, sometimes it's starting something new, or sometimes it's remaking an older song that they had back when they were in a band, before they became as successful in their career, um, like Over the Edge. Josh Fritz, he had this really cool song, and I reworked it, and he came out here and we laid it down, and so that was one of the recent releases. But yes, so come in here, record, and then we release the song out to the world. So we're about 7 or 8 songs in as far as the release. I've got 3 or 4 on deck, and then the plan would be to come out to do a Rockstar Reality Retreat live show. So that, I'm thinking that'll happen first quarter 2026, and then they get to come out and perform their originals with us, and I'll have the backing band that can cover it up, cover the different things. But
And
it's
then, of
really,
course,
really
on the
cool.
regular, your studio is available there in Vegas, and you do, basically with your skills, both as a bass player, guitarist, singer, you're able to, bring out the best in musicians
Right,
and
and
kind of
drums. So I'll lay.
supercharge their
Someone
own
will send
bands.
me a rough thing, and I literally lay down all the different parts and send it back to them. They'll rehearse, and then they'll pick a weekend to fly out here, and then we get their parts down, and then so the palette's ready for them to come in and add their icing.
Oh,
And
wow.
I have a pretty cool Rolodex of people that I can call to come in and be involved if they want, budget permitting and such. So yeah, it's really, really a fun thing, and it's the next step when you want to take your music seriously.
Well, anybody that knows popular music over the last 40 years, the two big bands that were spawned out of Vegas are the Killers and Imagine Dragons. And I'm friends with Robert Reynolds and the fam.
Hmm.
And of course, Dan Reynolds, the leader of Imagine Dragons, cut some of those big hits right here in this
All they
studio.
most of them, the first 3 records. So they did Radioactive. They did
Amazing.
um, so the room has a really cool vibe even before we came in. So when we came in, it was all their equipment here. So I had a room. The room was blocked off. We bought the house. We closed. We moved in, and all their stuff was here. And about a week after that, Hard Rock International drove in from Florida, and they broke down their studio in front of me, and they moved all the stuff down to Florida. So what's supposed to happen is they're building a Hard Rock casino out here, and there's going to be an interactive walkthrough of different home studios. So I believe theirs is supposed to be right next to Tony Iommi's. So this room is going to be duplicated with their equipment in it.
Mm.
So this room is famous, for multiple reasons.
Well,
So that's
absolutely.
that's kind of a neat little additional thing that was a surprise when we moved in. So when I moved in, I went, whoop, and the whole thing went, woof, and it was like a whole studio ready to go. It would have been a learning curve and such because I know how to work my stuff, but I didn't know their setup and everything. But it was just really cool to have that there when they're all their awards and everything all over the walls, and just a really, they had a good vibe. I have yet to meet them personally, but they seem like they're really cool people, and I
Well,
like,
it's definitely a family. Like I say, the
yeah,
Reynolds family. Robert has managed the Killers from day
yep,
one. I
yep,
remember like 20 years ago, I'm hanging out with him in Vegas. He said, I got this new band. They're called the Killers. And the first thing I'm thinking in my mind, what do they sound like, AC/DC or Iron Maiden? He says, no, man, they're doing this like 80s vibe.
huh,
And here they are. Brendan Flowers is all over K Rock and the alternative stations around the world with Mr.
uh-huh,
Brightside and all these, mega hits.
yep, yep,
Quite a writer.
yeah,
So yeah, the family continues with the Dragon Castle Studios. What a
mm-hmm.
treat, man.
No, thank
Jason,
you. Well,
best
yeah,
of
it's
luck to
it's
you
good
and
to
your
catch
lovely
up with you
wife.
as
And
always, Jay.
I
What's that?
know
I'm sorry.
what's oh I was going to say best of luck to you and your lovely wife and all your projects, Swaggermouth and the Dragon Retreat and all the All Stars, the Rockstar Retreat, Dragon Castle Studios. It's hard to keep them all straight, man. You got so much going on over there.
Well,
It's
yeah. So I'll
amazing.
summarize. So rockstarrealityretreat.com. That's to do the weekend getaway recording
Okay.
packages. Then Swaggermouth is the original band. Jet
Okay.
Velocity Holiday All Star Band is the seasonal band that I put together every year to perform at the Hollywood Christmas Parade. And those are kind of the three main things. Dragon
Well, the
Castle
studio, the
Studios is
studio,
the
yeah,
is the home of it all.
that is the core.
That is the
Well,
core.
it's great. We go all the way back to those Peter Chris days. Of course, I'm
Yeah,
50
man.
years in the business as a promotion man, so
Yep.
it's great to have you as a friend and a connector. And it was great to see you at Dio Bowling and all these events. I look forward to coming out to the Christmas parade and hanging with you. And gosh, what a treat, man! Let's keep networking. Let's keep growing. We'll make the most of this spirit, the spirit of rock and roll, the spirit of independence. Our
Awesome.
special
Thank you,
guest has
Jay.
been the one and only Jason Ebbs.
Always good to see you, man.
Thank you so much, Jason. Till we speak again, please keep rocking forever.
All right. Always.